Hey guys, Mrs. Morell here, and my dogs, and Mr. Morell. So if you hear him in the background, he's cooking my dinner as we speak. I'm here with your recap of science instruction in seventh grade for last Wednesday and Thursday. So we in class have been talking about natural selection, which is when a genetic mutation takes place that leads to a new trait or feature that is beneficial to an organism. And then that organism has some sort of an advantage in its environment. And that advantage allows it to be successful. And then it reproduces. And then after many, many generations, that what was one singular mutation is now a fully blown trait in the population. So that's called natural selection. Um, so when we were working on that, we have been talking about it in class. We did some work earlier in the week. On Wednesday, Thursday in class, we completed our warm up questions. And then you guys all took a test and you did really well on it. If you are an on level, you did a retake on Friday. If you are pre-AP, if you're an A day, you'll do your retake on January 29th. If you're a B day, you did your retake on January 22nd. So we also did the January 15th through 21st homework. There was an explanation video. And then after the tests, I asked you to complete a virtual lab called Peppered Moths Natural Selection. We had an assignment for on levels, we had an assignment for pre-APs, and you completed that lab that looked at the evolution of peppered moths. You learned that at one point there were both light and dark peppered moths, but then the Industrial Revolution happened and the white moths became really easy for predators to see because the bark of the trees that they lived on was dark because of soot in the air. And so the peppered moths that had the trait of being dark, that gave them advantage. And so they survived and passed that trait on to their offspring. And the moths that had the trait of being light colored were eaten up by predators and then didn't survive anymore. So there were none that had that trait. So white moths died out. We asked you to answer some questions about that and to make you think a little bit more deeply about it. And then as we move forward, we're going to talk about those adaptations and the different kinds of adaptations. And you're going to realize that everything's an adaptation. So that's what we did in class last Wednesday and Thursday. And if you have any questions about anything, talk to your science teacher.